Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, I ordered another knife from SMKW. It was on sale, and it was another one of those Bear Tender Barlows. This is a new one. Said 1 of 100 on it, so it's a limited edition one. Special factory offering just for SMKW. I don't remember exactly what the name was. It's in one of those swirly plastics, a red, white, and blue swirly plastic. I think it's like a patriotic knife or something like that, or something. In any case, it does have the little tap on there, the beer tap on top, and then it has the beer tender tool, I guess you could call it. You got the cap lifter for the bottle, so you can pop open the bottle, and then it's got the punch down here for shotgunning a can of beer. That means that you're basically poking a hole near the bottom of the can of beer, covering it with your finger, and then when you pop the top and go to drink it, you remove your finger, and the beer will come out faster, and you can chug a beer quicker than if you without the gluk 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 that you get. So that's what shotgunning a beer is, and that's what this is. It's the beer can shotgun tool, I guess. I don't know. Any case, I've got a new one. We'll take a look at that. I was really happy with the first one. This one, we'll see. There's always a chance with swirly plastic. You never know exactly what you're going to get. So I'm a little concerned, but either way, 1 of 100. So that's kind of cool. So let's get the box, get it open, and we'll scoot you back so we can still have something to look at. Okay, through the magic of television, I have opened the box and I've pulled it out. It comes in a nice little white covering. You see there, Bear and Son USA. It's in one of the metal tins. Also in there, you got the SMKW sticker. This is one I already have. I've got quite a few of those. This is the, I guess this is the standard sticker you're going to get with SMKW for a while. We got the order here for what it is. And let me fold some paper up here so you don't see everything. Here we go. It is the Bear and Son American Bear Tender Red, White, and Blue Mica Pearl Handle SFO. I guess we'll just call it the American Bear Tender because the rest of it is pretty long. And we know it's in mica pearl. I don't know exactly what that is, but swirly plastic. It also came with this, which is kind of... It also came with a voucher for wine, which doesn't quite make sense to me. But I guess I could get some wine from California. But it seems this would have made more sense if it would have came with a voucher for beer. Anyway, because, you know, it is a beer tender. Let's get it out of the plastic, or out of the white sleeve here. Well, that's kind of neat. That's Kevin Pipes there, 2025. I don't know who this is. I'm guessing this is, maybe that's the president from Bear and Son, 2025. So I've got a 10 signed with them. On the back side, we have RWB USA Bear Tender Barlow, handle with care. Yeah, sharp, Bear and Son cutlery, blah, 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 all the other stuff. But that's the number for it, the RWB 281BO. Let's get it on out of here. You got the foam. And then, okay, and it comes in the little pocket. And you have the little thank you note from Bear and Son. Review warranty online. But this is not a certificate of authenticity. You get that with every Bear and Son. But I got a 10 that's been signed, so that's pretty cool. Comes in a black bag. Little silky black bag. And let's get the knife out and see if I'm going to be yes or no on the mica pearl. Well, Well, for one thing, that definitely is not the same on both sides. But it's kind of interesting. This side is definitely a lot more white. This is the back side. I kind of like the back side a little better than the front side. This should have been on the front, it seems to me. Got a lot more blue in the back here. And a little more red. Could have used a little more red on the back. The front is just got a smattering of red and blue. And I guess that line would have been red, almost as a purple. That's almost purple there too. So it's kind of blending in. But it's, man, it almost like, I don't know, I like the look of the pearl, the mica pearl. The white looks really nice. And this is one of the problems you have whenever you're buying something like this online, as opposed to, and you're not seeing the actual product. It was like just one photo of it really that they were showing. 1 of 100. I was not able to pick my own. If I'd have been at the store, then I'd have been able to pick my own, I guess. But that's the way it goes with this. 1 of 100. What else do we got on there? All right, there's the shotgun tool and the cap lifter. So it is definitely a beer tender. Oh, that's a little different. USA. And then the tap, as opposed to what the other one has. The other one has the barley going down the middle there, or maybe that's the hops, I don't know. In any case, different tap on it, so that's kind of cool. And then what do we got on the blade here? Got an etch here. Bear Tender Pro. And that is it, man. It's a fingerprint magnet. I'll tell you that right now too. So it's not badly polished, but not as shiny as a case, but it's still pretty good. Just says 1 of 100. It doesn't give the actual number of which one of the 1 of 100 I have here. That is a little upsetting. I wish it would have had a number also somewhere inscribed saying how many, what number I have. Do I have number 10? Do I have number 7? Do I have number 8? Just says 1 of 100. Now, I know Bear and Son used to tell you what number you had, and Red Hill Cutlery does as well. So hold on just a sec. Here's one of my larger toothpicks from Bear and Son, and you can see here 0.55 on the bolster here. And if we look at the blade, we see SMKW ribbon cutting, 1 of 100. So this is from an SMKW ribbon cutting in 2006. Says 1 of 100 on that blade as well, but it also tells us that it's number 55 out of that 100. I wish they would have done that with these too. I think they could have done that, put the number somewhere on here letting us know. And like this one here, this is the Barlow. This is the Moonshiner Barlow from Red Hill Cutlery. They got 49 on there. And on the blade, we see that Moonshine, and then it's 1 of 50 made. So I think that adds a little bit to it if they actually give you the number out of the 1 of 100. Because then you know for sure. Well, you don't know for sure, but then you at least know that if you show it and go, look, I got number 2 of 1 of 100, and somebody else says that's odd because I've got number 2 also, then you know something is kind of goofy. But if you just had the 1 of 100, is there also another group of 100 that might have different numbers on it or something? I don't know. Anyway, usually it's nicer to see them numbered. All in all, though, action's not bad on it. about the same strength of pull that you have on this Barlow. See there, the blade lineup, not much worse than it is on this one. This is not straight down the center. This one is going a little more towards the inside instead of the outside, but it's not hitting, and it opens fairly well. So don't know how sharp it is. I haven't checked that out yet. Back spring, we got a little bit of a gap there, it looks like. Yeah, that is definitely a bit of a gap at the top there. I would have liked not to have seen that, but don't see it here and don't see it there. So it's a little bit of a slip on their part, on Bear and Son's part. And SMKW should have admonished them for that, because that means 1 of 100, and at least 1% of them have gaps, so that's not good. But I do kind of like that. Been nice if it was a little more swirly on the front side here, but you never know what you're going to get. That almost kind of look like moon craters and stuff, but it is smooth, very smooth. And it's got a little bit of a sparkle in there. Some of that, something in there, probably some pearl dust or something in the mica. That's what I'm thinking. Some of it is really nice. I like that blue right there. That is cool. So I'm going to have a lot of fun looking at the various colors on both sides. I think the only thing that is really disappointing on there is that gap right there. That is a bit of a problem. I don't know if I can fix it or not. I'm not going to worry too much about it. But pretty cool, and not bad to have a 10 that has been signed. So we know it came out in 2025. And I'm wondering what it was for. But anyway, there you have it. My latest Barlow. Could be a little bit better, but pretty cool. And there's only 100 other people who might be disappointed with it. I'm not really disappointed. I just wish it was a little bit better. Anyway, I will let you go and talk to you again soon. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.